So I applied some paintable caulking along the edge of the camper where it meets the trailer, and just waiting for that to set up so I can put the butyl tape down and then add the trim. I didn't show this step last week, so I wanted to make sure and get it into this week's video. But while I'm waiting for the caulking to set up, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out the two pieces of trim that I'm going to use here. This is the first cut I had to make, and the reason I'm making this cut is so that the bulk of this piece of trim will sit flush onto the deck boards. This end is cut out to fit around the door threshold, and I've got the end of it tapered at a 45-degree angle so that the second smaller piece can overlap it and have a nice fit. So now with both ends cut, I can go ahead and dry fit this and then scribe the rear angle so I can cut that and have a nice fit. I got this first piece of trim dry fitted and scribed, and I was able to cut that 45-degree angle. Actually, it was more like 43.5 degrees. That's why I like to scribe it, so it gets a nice even fit. So I went ahead and Shou Sugi Ban the piece of trim, and I got it all scraped off. So now I'm gonna go ahead and paint it black and then get ready to install it. I ran the butyl tape along the edge, and I went ahead and got this first piece of trim installed. It was a pretty tight fit. I had to tap it a little bit with a block of wood, but I was able to get it in there. Here's the last piece of trim. I've got it set up to finish wrapping the threshold, and I've got that 45-degree angle cut on the left edge so that it'll overlap the first piece of trim nice. And I also finished the dry fit and scribe, got this cut, so now it's ready to finish. Burned, scraped, and painted. This last piece is ready to install. Okay, the last piece of trim is installed, and it was a nice clean fit. Here's another angle. If you look close, you can see where I pulled the trim away. I pulled some of the paint with it, so I'm going to have to sand that down and reapply some new coat of paint, but that's not a problem. Okay, we'll step back and get a little bit better view. That's it for the trim. Now I guess I can move on to some other projects, but I'll save those for another video. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.